Alright, it's time to start Ultimate Masochist. One of the requirements of Ultimate Masochist, of the 102% one, is that I don't activate cheats. Which means that I cannot show you the seed. Unless I put it in beforehand. And the seed I've chosen is Ultimate Masochist. Alright. The other thing I need to do is activate Masochist Mode. And there we go. We have now basically activated Ultimate Masochist Mode. First thing I'm going to do is just quickly go get out of Limbo. Now, in this version, I think it was... you can be anywhere from 10,000 to minus 10,000 in both X and Z directions. And my first goal will be, of course, to go to 0-0. Oh. Potentially leave dungeons. But also potential death, because I now cannot just jump down. And that does not look like leave dungeons to me. That's a swamp, though. That is a swamp. Yes. And that's a leaf dungeon right there. Interesting, they actually still spawn, which I did not expect. What I should probably do is get a stone all-in-one tool. And I probably do not want to go into the houses yet, because computer-wise I changed how the Druids work. They now deal wither damage. And that means if I get hit by one, I will take half my life as damage. Let me actually get leather first. No, 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 no. Nope, no, 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 no. I saw it in time, luckily. Still want leather, because staying here is... staying on the ground is definitely not the best of ideas. Sheep, I could make flint shears. Let's start with a stone sword. And here I'm safe. Yes, I am. I accidentally made 3 wings. Anyway, I got like 8,500 blocks to go. I will, however, definitely take this. I might as well also already go for the raven feather. No, 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 no. Don't you follow your friend down there. I said don't. Okay, seems like nothing to worry about. And I hope I am correct in that assumption. Look at this and fuck off before something decides to actually spawn. That's just not a rain. However, rain means I need to be very careful, because things could just randomly spawn now. Oh, 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 where is it? Where is it? Where is it? That's a skeleton with an enchanted bow. It has flame. It has flame. There, I see it. There you are, little slime. Oh no! So somewhere around here, there's a slime chunk. The issue is I need to somehow get out, and I don't want to leave from there. This way, because that's where the skeleton is, and the bow definitely has flames. I'm not gonna go for the... That's a zombie. Please do not spawn. Good. I can work with that. Actually, why don't I just make a shovel? I have heard, I don't know if that's true, that shovels reduce the probability of spawning Knights Knights to 0. And I see an Enderman. Yep, and that is reinforcement. And I'm hearing even more. Now, you are trapped. Oh god, no, 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 no. Good. I still need swing. Oh. I'm gonna go for a spooky forest. And we only have 3 slime poles. We will need 4 if we are going for the witherless woes. Which computer-wise did add a way to actually get Cactus Green. I don't know if it's even possible. But at least he has added a recipe to get it in Twilight Forest. Oh no 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 no, Icy Blatted. Oh no no no. That was probably just a druid, but still, I heard armor. I kinda forgot how scary this is without a slime sling. Need to still go this way. Oh yeah, I'm definitely not going down for a little... It's been raining for like 20 minutes now. Thank you. Oh, is that a swamp or that looks like an enchanted forest? Yeah, that is vines but not a swamp. That's an enchanted forest. Quite a lot of different colors already, including a few of the harder to get ones. Yes, those are all of the ones I'm missing. That's... oh, that's spawned right in front of me. I saw its health go up. Actually... yes, there is something I need here, but I don't know if I want to wait for it to grow up. That would be... nah, I'm not gonna wait. I need blue. Oh! Yes, 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 yes. There we go. Slime Sling acquired. That will make my life so much easier already. Seriously, where's the TNT? That's not funny. Charms of Life are still very much useful, even though they got changed in Masochist Mode. Because they still do save you from fall damage related deaths. And with the leg that I sometimes have, saving me from fall damage deaths is definitely good. That's an ocean. I'm definitely very glad that I have the slime sling. Oh god. Between a rock and a hard place. But we managed to get out. Perfect. Huh, that's definitely a little unfortunate. Because it turns out that 0-0 is surrounded by 2 sides by a final plateau. Okay, but it is only a hollow hill, a small hollow hill. Which means I'm just gonna do the exact same thing that I also did in my other hardcore playthrough. Oh, come on. I first just need some platform. Let me see, how does this look? This does, yeah, it doesn't exist in this version yet. I don't know if I like it with Twilight Oak wood. However, I can just build a normal wooden platform. There we go, that's just a normal wooden platform, nothing special about it. Now I do want to build something here as well, a small platform here that is for all of my things that I want to store. And for that I want to use some other type of wood. And Natura's got quite a few, and I literally don't know how most of them will look. Since this is only a temporary base, I won't put too much work into it. Ooh, I see, that's why it's the pink wood. Alright, there we go. Fucking cross. I should not place it there, I should place it somewhere where I cannot accidentally walk into it. Because if I walk into it, I am dead. I don't think the pink really fits to the Twilight Oak planks, but the pink itself as a color is actually kinda nice in my opinion. But I also still need some more wool colors. Green wool is the most important one by far. So I don't think I can just... Wait, I have blue. If I do this, I get this blue dye. Can I convert it to green? I don't think I... Oh. Yeah, that makes more sense. That way we don't have to rely on beetroot being available, which is very nice, because I still don't know if it is. And that is the pattern chest. And there we go, that's already the sensor table. Done. And there we go. And I didn't get with fire and whites. Because I didn't put it in my inventory, of course. I should make stone armor, which is something I never expected to actually say. Might as well also get some... I heard a kobold. Oh, it's in that cave there, it's just uncovered, I see. Ooh. Wait, is that a... That is a medium one. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. Let me think about it while I uncover the remaining map. Oh, no, 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 that's bad, that's bad. Okay, I'm out. I should defeat the Lich as soon as possible. Patch, but shouldn't be... Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's... no. Warning, do not attempt this in your hardcore playthrough unless you know precisely what you're doing. I'm tempting fate, aka I do not know what I'm doing. And it was definitely not worth attempting fate over this shit. I heard you. I heard you approaching. I mean, maybe it was a little worth... Oh god, it's horrible. No, it was definitely not worth it. Yep, I'm absolutely able to get some redstone here. And of fucking course I need mining 5 for that. There we go. And that's redstone. Now for the thing that I've actually prepared. Because I use this seed for a few specific reasons. And one of them is that I've already looked at some of the stuff in creative. Which is not the same as activating sheets, because I did not activate sheets during this one. Although I did not look at those, so... There might be charms of life in here, there doesn't seem to be. I completely forgot which side they were on. This side, it was east. Yes. At least we got some insects, so it's not completely disappointing. I do not recommend you to go into large hollow hills ever. The medium ones, however, those are pretty much fine. I don't want to trigger the spawners to spawn inside the tunnel I'm currently digging. And that's just number one. And here we have a peacock feather fan. And there's the most important item already acquired. Well, actually, no, there's one more item that is probably even more important. Ooh, mushrooms. Those are important. Can you please stop? That's just number two. Probably the more important one, because this one has a Naga scale. You can also try to find it yourself, but the search in nearby inventories tends to not show the particles through the wall. It apparently should do that, but sometimes it just doesn't. I have no idea why. And if you don't know where it is, you cannot make the scanner. Because Computerweiser had the idea of gating the gold nuggets to the overworld and replacing it with Carmenite. Out of all the items he could have replaced it with. Fucking Carmenite. Meaning that you can only get the scanner after defeating the Night Phantoms. Instead of before doing anything else, which would have been the better option. Computerweiser claims consistency, which is a weak argument, in my opinion. If you thought that was crazy, I have something for you. Yeah. The good news is this is where we need to go down. But I don't exactly know if that's gonna happen. I guess it will happen like that. So, let's go to where I actually wanted to dig down first. Alright, so round about here is where I planned to dig down originally. Right here, in fact. This is where I originally wanted to dig down, but as you can already hear, there's stuff above me, so that's why I'm doing it like that. There's this very nice hole right here. This is chest number one. Peacock feather fan, and a lot of iron. Now, really? How funny, because that's not how it looked like in my testing world. Oh wait, actually it absolutely is. I'm stupid. My original plan was to dig to 24. aka to right here. And now to 470. Okay, now dig all the way to minus 114. That's right, second Peacock Feather Fan. And now let me continue a little. 2x minus 1004. To the final chest. Which also has a Peacock Feather Fan. And now we get the fuck out of here. And yes, that is 3 Peacock Feather Fans in 1 medium hollow hill. And yes, that is literally 90% of the reason why I chose this seed specifically. The fact that the seed is ultimate Masochist is just irony. My immediate next goal will be defeating the Lich. However, I definitely need to prepare for that. Look at that, 4 Peacock Feather Fans and 13 iron ingots, which is very nice. We will need a bunch of iron. How about I get myself some bounce now? And some netherrack as well. Okay, probably the most dangerous part of this episode. Because what I want to do is flint, which also means I will need way more flint. Actually, does it? If I only... I don't know. The bones will be the way more dangerous part anyway. Because I will need to go into those. Let's see if I can do something here to trap one of them. That is the spawn. I should destroy it already. I only need one right now. Good. That means we only have... You stay up here, mister. Good. Now he definitely does, because he just noticed me. Do I risk it? To show you how much damage he deals now? I absolutely should not do that. And I will try to avoid it. I just need to trap him somehow so that I can whack at a... Whack back. I don't know what I want to say. Wait. I don't think he is actually trapped here now. Yeah, he absolutely isn't. That's looking better. That's looking way better. I think he's trapped now. I forgot torches, which is unfortunate. Okay, he is. And that is bounce. Now I can actually tank 2 hits. Wait, is it on this side? Yes. Oh, there is one. What? Notice you. Hello there. Let's see. How can I access the netherrack without killing myself? Nope, no, no, no. Luckily he didn't shoot. Really? Can you fuck off, please? Thank you. And just like that. 2 netherrack. And let's see, we have sword blade, which should be flint. I will absolutely need more flint. And I will also need defense 4, which I don't exactly want to level. There we go. The good news is, I actually haven't really talked about the restrictions yet and the changes. So Masochist Mode itself is still pretty much normal. Yeah, basically you've already seen the mobs have way more HP. They're basically way scarier, but I'm getting a lot more extra loot and more XP. Yeah. Ah, here it is. I get 100 levels of looting applied on everything. I gain a lot more XP. I have 5000 difficulty, which does some things to mob health, damage, and so on. Trumps of life will only be effective against fall damage. That's a 1.5 change. Skeleton Druids will inflict wither instead of poison. That's why I was scared, because fire, hunger, wither, and melee damage. Those 4 damage types deal massive increased damage based on your difficulty. Well, that's not important. You get access to an exclusive questline and exclusive advancements. The advancements are not that many yet, but there are a few at least. A few minor skips and powerful tools become available. The final boss will be much more difficult than normal. Completing all prologue and Twilight Forest boss quests before entering the overworld will grant you the right to be crowned as certified masochist. That one is important. And completing 100% of the quests will earn you a place on the special 101% leaderboard. And for the few that seem to enjoy going out of their way to make things as difficult as possible, I have one final challenge for you. Good luck. Anyone wishing to obtain the title of Ultimate Masochist must complete all requirements to become a certified masochist, which again is all of the boss quests and prologue quests, while in hardcore, without the usage of Tinker's Steely equipment or Psy. Now, I have asked, and the response is basically, do not use Psy during boss fights, and do not use Psy to cheese stuff, otherwise Psy is actually fine. And I'm gonna go based on that, instead of what's written here. Because the question for that was because Cactus Green. To basically go back to this recipe, because it needs a lightning strike and that needs Psy in the prologue. And that's when he said that. At least one wither is also required to be defeated without being trapped before entering the overworld. I will do that. I will even defeat 2 untrapped ones. One which will be a lot of fun to do, and one which is just proper untrapped. Since I will be defeating 5 in total, which is that I definitely shouldn't, but I'm gonna still. The use of any unintended skips that break progression are prohibited while in a prologue, which means no smeltery. And this includes not getting any items that you aren't supposed to get. With a few exceptions, like questing ram is fine, for example. But I'm not allowed to make the smeltery in prologue. Which, fun fact, there is still a way to do that, but I cannot show it off, otherwise I wouldn't. It's prohibited while in the prologue. You see the issue here? Anyway, yeah, while in the prologue, that is Ultimate Masochist, that is what I will be going for. That is the reason why I restarted. And then if you also manage to complete 100% of the quests after this without ever enabling sheets, you can earn a spot on the secret 102% leaderboard. And without ever enabling sheets. That is why I use the seed Ultimate Masochist instead of using random seed and then showing you with the /seed, because that requires enabling sheets. Anyway, that is basically what I will be going for. Back to actually making the thing. That was... Defense 6. And wait, it's the white guard. And that is a flint broadsword. And I should be creating a few sharpening kits so that I can repair it on the fly, because you can just put this and this in here, and if it were damaged it would repair it. What I should also do... There we go, that's gravel. What I should also do is get 2 wolves, so that I can start breeding up the boys 2.0. Oh, that's just blighted. I thought this was a missing texture thing, but no, that's just a blighted cave spider. And it's raining again. Have I mentioned that it rains way too often? I'm actually surprised that it didn't rain for like half an hour. I heard a bow. Oh, is that actually... That is actually green. Oh, that was just... I heard steps. That was just in time, and yes, it is green, meaning now I can actually get all of the wool colors. Hello there. Aww. Aww. Look at them. There we go. Oh god, it's lightning even. But I just noticed they actually did not get healed to max health. I thought they would, unless completely otherwise I messed something up again in between updates. Like in 1.5 they definitely did, I tested that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I actually managed to get all of them back. Which I absolutely did not expect. Anyway, now I actually have a lot of flint. I feel like that should be enough for the Lich at least. And speaking of getting all of the colors... There we go. I now have all of the wool colors. Now... I want a few boats. Let's say 5, even if they only stack to 4. Ah, finally, it stops. Another Peacock Feather fan. That's right, 5 Peacock Feather fans. Right here, we have a very small room to work with. Ouch. I want to make sure that I have 1, 2, and 3 boats right here. Oh fuck, I spawned it. Just want to make sure I can actually run out of here. And then I guess I will actually have to fight the Lich. Good. That's probably the most important part already done. Where? Where did I get shot from? Now, for the second part. First of all, I want to make sure that I have some way to quickly escape if things do go south. Where's that skeleton that can shoot me? Oh fuck. That's actually good. Well, it doesn't mean that I have to concentrate on this Lich alone. It also means that I can only get shot by this one, because the other one I will always avoid. That somehow worked out. Good, and now for the boats are gone. And congratulations! If you've gotten this far, you have basically won. I'm kinda scared that I would get hit. No! Ooh, that was too scary. Anyway, the goal now. Trap the Lich. And make sure he doesn't attack you. Because look at that, he cannot teleport anymore. Way easier than filling the entire arena with water. Okay, now we just go ham at him. I think that's a zombie one. Two zombie ones even. This one actually has mending. And yes, I've already said this works. Anyway, now we have access to all of the biomes, except for most of the biomes. 3 of the 4 special biomes. So the very first thing I'm going to do... First of all, I need food. I should have like a stack, here. The very first thing I should do is get obsidian. Which means we will need to go into one of the tombs, find 3 night metal ingots, and then get out, and all without dying, which is very dangerous. I will need to at least open it, which is dangerous in itself, since mobs can already spawn on top, close to the pedestal. And then I need to also find the night metal chest. Also, I definitely need to breed my dogs. I could already start that. Right, I can actually hear them, and I also have to hear them. I completely forgot. Well, the I can hear them is actually the good news. The I have to hear them is the bad news. Because I'm already out again. There we go. That's all of them healed. And that's babies. You come back up here, mister. Thank you. Do you want to see something very funny that I found while messing around in creative? One, 2, 3 boss rooms in the same stronghold. 3 separate boss rooms. And those 2, this one has its entrance the wrong way. This one, you could at least find it with this, and then build your way towards this. Then we have this one, which you could find via this. And then it's so fucking stupid. I found a 4th one. I found a 4th one. I actually found a 4th one. That's number 5. That's number 6. That's number 7. What is the seat? By the way, this is the seat I'm playing on. It's this one right here. And here we are again in our actual world. Just to make sure you understand, the world I was just in was just a world with the same seed. It was not this one. I did not activate cheats in this world. However, this world will also have the 7 boss rooms in this dungeon. That's not the one I will go into though. If you don't know, computer-wise I actually made it so the Peak of Feather Fan uses durability if you use it while in the air. And the more often you use it, like this time it used 2, now it used 3. So you can no longer use it eternally, which I guess it's balancing, but still it sucks quite a lot. Anyway, right here. Now we need to dig down like 20 blocks. There we go. This is always very scary, because around the entrance of this, on the surface, entities can still spawn. So you need to light everything up, make sure you have blocks and or water ready. If you have enough space to build up, definitely blocks, otherwise try to keep them away with water. Which will work mostly, unless they're blighted, then you should try to block yourself in somehow. And whittle them down or whatever. Anyway, now we have this right here. Thank you. Anyway, we now have the Nightly Pick, which is half of the Obsidian skip. That doesn't look like Obsidian though. And then we have a glass skip, which... it's south this time. Let me go south. Glass shards are Masochist Mode only. Stage hardcore. Do I understand why? No, I don't. But we cannot convert them to glass until we are in the overworld. Which... I finally got my lime dye and now you're taking away my fucking glass. There it is. Ah, it's got wet. And another bucket, that's nice. How are you all doing? Mr. Groin? You can fuck again. I could still make the sword, which... yeah, would be a little better. Obsidian parts require... yes, they do. Not even 14. Gathering is probably the easiest out of them to just AFK level, which I'm probably gonna do once I have mining 16. Computer-wise, I changed the recipe for prestige tokens to use copper now, which is also gated to overworld, so no, I cannot get that yet. Meaning the highest level I can get to is 32. Yep, there we go. I'm so glad I got 5 of these, because I already know I just won't be able to stop flying with them. Anyway, gathering is the last one to level, and to actually level that you just want a bunch of full stacks of items. Doesn't matter which ones. I think if they actually stack to 64 it's better, but I don't know if they actually have to. Or if I, for example, could also use this unstackable, which is a full stack. You take another item that is not in your list. Throw all of the items out so that only... and fill them so that only one spot in your hotbar is empty. And now you hold down Shift and you hold down Q. Control Q, yes. While in the inventory, like that. And theoretically, that should level gathering. Yes, it does. Slowly but surely. You can make it faster by leveling research. And I could have also leveled magic for the XP. But this is not a live stream, this is just a video now, so I can just cut it out. Which is exactly why I decided to do videos. And I was able to catch it just before we reached 16. There we go. And to pick them up again, you just go away a little, stack the item, you put into all of these slots, and there you go. We can get 3 more, baby. No, you do not. It's the Obsidian all-in-one tool, which has mining level glass as well. And 32,000 durability. As for armor, I think I will need... Nope, I will not need more bones. For armor, the bones probably make the best plates you can get in the Twilight Forest. Then for the core, I've decided to use Obsidian, since it gives a high base defense. Like, I don't have Steel Leaf, so I can't compare that with Steel Leaf. It may not give that much durability, but it has Durite. Bones also have a modifier of 1.1. But yes, the durability absolutely sucks. You will need to repair it a bunch. Now for the trim, I would love to use netherrack. The issue is I only have 1 netherrack left. And I will need to get 3 more. The solution is easy but dangerous. These flames. Those have netherrack in them. And now it's on the ground. And we have it. Oh. That was a leg spike at an unfortunate time. Yeah, Naga. There we go. Well, durability of 222 is not actually that bad, especially with Durite. Obsidian was 16.2. For comparison, Steel Leaf, which is what I would have used otherwise. Okay, it does have 27. Which is quite a bit more. Naga scales would be a little better and would give you more speed. However, that shouldn't be bad either. I actually have everything I need for the Night Phantoms, except for a shield. I definitely want a shield. We have the sign plate, which will be obsidian, and with the toolboard, which is bones. Combine that to this, and suddenly I have a shield. Anyway, now for dog breeding. I do not know how many I want. Anyway, while I wait, I can already start working on the arena. I still want all of you to come with me. Because you all will be very essential in the boss fight. Anyway, the stronghold I've chosen for my dogs is none of the 4 on this map. While I'm here, yes. And sorry, you won't get any, but I can heal you up. I should stay away from Druid houses, because I don't want to lose my boys. Ah, more boys. Sadly, I don't have any bones, otherwise I would have absolutely taken you. And here we are. This is the Dark Forest on the map directly to the right, which I haven't done in this world yet, but I have done that in Creative. I actually forgot the fucking torches. No, you won't come with me. Wait, did you... Weren't you still a baby like 5 seconds ago? I think I just found Lucky 2.0. Do I bring them? Yes. And in that case, while I'm at it, I might as well take bones. Ooh. Ooh. I absolutely shouldn't because of the... Yeah, I'm seeing stuff that I absolutely should not. As much as I would love to. And even more, I'm almost out of bones. Oh. Oh. And I only got you. I'm out of bones. I'm so sorry. Welcome to the group, everyone. Yeah, I definitely need way more. Just lay the neck and panic. If I do this... Good. It heals you first and then speeds up your growth. That's perfect. What are you doing with your tail? That's not nearly enough, boys. Here. Now I do not like that sound. However, since I've already looked at it, I know that... I absolutely do not like that. Even if I know that there are more leaves down there that actually allow me to see through them. Wait, where? Where is the tree? Why is the tree not here? I swear there was supposed to be a tree here. Right here. Right here. There we go. And now 10 blocks this way. The most important part here is that you actually look at this. As long as it says something other than monster egg, you are completely fine. If it says monster egg and you wake it, a silverfish will spawn. Here. That is the backside of the Phantom Knight boss room. If you are not playing Masochist mode, you do not get access to obsidian breaking tools. Which means that if you want to do this, you will need to painstakingly break like 500? Like 200 obsidian, all of which will take 5 minutes. I actually don't know if you can vein mine blocks you don't have the UI tool for. Important note. The boss does not spawn unless you are inside the room. And I don't just mean barely inside. You'd need to be actually inside the room. Alright, this is where I will be sitting and just going left to right to avoid the sword dudes. The shield, very very important though, the shield is not to avoid melee hits. Because the Night Phantoms, the sword ones, if they go to you, they have a chance to just go through you. And if you're holding up your shield and they go through you, suddenly they are behind you and your behind side is unprotected. This obviously will not matter as much if you happen to get the Sapphire fortification from the Lich, but we did not get that lucky, so we have to be very careful. Also, I did not get last stand yet. I don't know if I want to farm that like at all. Alright, now silverfish in here. That's good. And also important note, there are 2 layers of obsidian here. Anyway, now to break some obsidian, which is very slow. And what you will see is another wall. Right, let me just close the... Oh, there it is! That's a monster egg. That is a monster egg. If it says this, then do not break it. Or be prepared to face 100 silverfish, because once you actually hit one and don't immediately kill it, which you won't, a ton will spawn. Also, again, the boss does not spawn yet. And it is behind this very wall. Another important note, mobs are not supposed to spawn here at all. In the boss room. That's why the lights are all funky. There is a chance they used to do, but they shouldn't. I will show you just how far you can go into it in just a bit. But first I definitely want my dogs. I won't even need most of this. Except for maybe some food to get my dogs riled up. Alright, looking good. Also, I completely forgot my shield. Ah, it's fine. Just make sure that your dogs are not in your way. Just make sure that your dogs are actually inside the room as much as possible. Because some of them will teleport back. And if you need to avoid the sword dude, the dogs will not be beneficial. Anyway, you can actually go in quite far before they spawn. Like, about this far. If you go past this, they spawn. And immediately hit one and go out. And make sure to always note which one is currently active. Sword Dude is by far the most dangerous one, since he can and will charge at you. At the beginning there will always be 2 Sword Dudes, but make sure you always know which one is active. If it's a Sword Dude, prepare for the charge, prepare to run. And there are basically 3 attacks. 6 Phantoms, 2 of each type, 2 Sword, 2 Axe, 2 Pickaxe. Sword will charge at you, Pickaxe will throw pickaxes in 6 directions, Axe will throw axes directly at you. The pickaxes and axes do not deal much damage, the sword however does. And keep in mind that they, if you go too close to them, they will melee you, even if it's an axe or pickaxe, and that still deals massive damage. Once one dies, all of them will switch weapons. Once you only have 4 left, one of each weapon will be guaranteed still. So you have 2 of one weapon and 1 of the other 2. It's the same for 3. And at 2, you definitely want this room to be bigger, holy shit. And at 2 you will have 1 of 2 types of weapons, and pray that none of them is a sword. And once you only have 1 left, he can switch freely, so definitely don't keep Shield Dude at last, and once you have 2 you should try to somewhat evenly damage both of them, which can be a little hard. Good, that's another one down. And this one is also almost down. Yeah, and as you can see, the shield dude now has a different weapon. Wait for the charge and then evade, because otherwise it will home in at you. This is definitely stupid, doing this one now. But I completely forgot to do the shield one. I'm not doing a good job at trying to get them towards... Oh, oh, oh. Now I can, now I can, now I can. Nope, I cannot. But now they do, because I got attacked. Perfect. Shield Dude is by far the more important to take down because he can just block damage, however Sword Dude has way more health. So this was actually a good call. Yeah, Shield Dude is almost down, that's good. And Sword Dude is also kinda low, which is very nice. And as you can see, he switched weapons. He will always switch weapons on the last frame of his attack. Very hard to actually see his weapon, but he's almost down. They do not heal, that's also very important. They do not heal. And there we go, that's the boss. And if you did not get the advancement, the trophy is what gives it as well. And you need to pick up the trophy for the quest anyway. So do not forget the trophy under any circumstances. Oh! It's crumbling, but still it has last stand 2 and lightning resistance. Oh! Holy shit! Yes, I will take that. Thank you. I now have last stand on 2 pieces. And this is as high as it will stack. If you have another piece with last stand, it will not stack. It will only stack up to level 4 in total. I should definitely build something else for them so that I don't have to be on here in the Wayne. No, no, no. Oh. Oops. Wait, did you? Another one who just go up. I love it. Anyway, that means I can now go into the Ur-Ghast Tower. But yeah, that's the next thing I will be doing. I will get the scanner, which I can now finally get, since I have access to Carmenite. And I should also get a Ghast here. I haven't actually done anything here yet. There is this thing called Voodoo Puppets, which have a chance to trigger. Now, I would absolutely not recommend using them unless you can get the probability to 100, which does require knowledge of death level 9. However, you know that I like Tempting Fate, so I will use them even if they only have a 70 or 80% chance to trigger. As for the other one, I would go for Treasure Seeker. Jailer is completely useless. Alchemist can be useful, but only later. Windscriber can be useful, especially on the ancient scrolls. Well, tablets actually, this doesn't affect scrolls. Shadow Walker is very nice. Concentration is kinda nice. This is new actually. I was wondering why this one wasn't here, but computer-wise I added this, Memento Mori. Which is completely useless, because it's on death again. Made. There's another one I can quickly get. Kodai Tombstone, config, client, favorite grave. And this gives me an Essence of Undeath. And this one together with Marble, which will require me to get Graves Dust, which I cannot get yet. Well, I can get it, but I need to actually kill stuff for that. That's the issue. But once I get enough to get some Marble, it doesn't matter if white or black. I just need enough for a grave, and the simple grave only needs 3, so we will need 3 graves dust. And that will allow us to actually enchant, well, activate, in this case, the voodoo puppet. And make us able to use it. And the voodoo puppet I actually want is... Did Computer Wizard remove those? Seriously? Or is it just not shown? Also, it will need 4 more graves dust, so... That makes things way more annoying. I did get Last Stand on both the helmet and the plate. Which means that what I should actually do before I go into the Ur-Ghast Tower is farm XP. And there's sadly only one real good way to do this in the Twilight Forest. And that way is those Druids that inflict Wither. There is actually another one, but it's the Alpha Yeti, and without Steel Leaf that's not as optimal. I guess I can just do that. And keep it in the water. And it will work like that. I will... God damn it. Perfect. No, god damn it. Really? Why was it so long? That effect should not have been that long. It should have only triggered once. Well, the good news is I have Last Stand, so I did not die. While I'm here, there is... no basement here. Oh, you poor bastard. Do you really think that this is gonna save you? Honestly, I'm surprised that this actually still works that well. What I should probably do in that case is just level my skills a bit. Obviously starting with magic, because I'm using XP. Obviously this is kind of a two-edged sword, because I do need my XP for Last Stand to trigger. But I should get with it in the first place, because look at this. Magic. Once I have agility. Yeah, agility is very important. But I can already get this. Now let's go to the next one. I'm honestly still debating whether or not I'm doing 1 Wither or 4. Or even 5. Basement? Yes! Holy shit, it's trapped! Because of my rules, I'm not gonna go down there. I'm gonna... go down like this. Let me quickly get building 8. Oh, there we go. Is there something or someone down there? Because there's definitely something, but I don't know where. It really sounds like down there, though. Yes! Instead, I'm actually gonna despawn everything. I'm gonna come back, that's why I don't have to worry about my wolves. I just need to go a little further away. Like so. Wait, that is not not one of my wolves. That issue has been solved. Still down there, I didn't go far enough away. Heh, you thought. But now I already removed all the TNT. Don't you push me off. Instead I will push you off. This is now dangerous because the ladders got removed. And now since it's figured on me, I can just walk around. Sweet, and it only took 3 levels. I'm obviously gonna take the pistons, because that means I can start Psy. And probably most importantly, 1 out of 4 skulls. Last stand really makes my life easier. I should have gotten it earlier. There's now a new nice sound that plays whenever you level up to max. Based on your prestige level. It's this sound right here. Oh shit. I'm really gonna give you a helping. I think everyone else is fine. There are still a ton of dogs down here. Yeah. Let me get them up. My plan right now is to only level a handful of skills. Definitely turned that to hunger again. Magic was definitely the most important. Oh right, the wolf that had so little health was the one I just tamed in there. Maybe it's actually just attack, pretty much. Yep, and that's why that's the first thing you should do. While defense will also be important, I'm not sure if it's actually worth it to level defense. At least not yet. Let's actually look at the passives again, because computer-wise I added a bunch of passive things here. +1 minimum fall height every 32 levels. +3 damage when attacking, including tamed entities when the super pets trait is active. So that one will be important. Resistive builder we cannot unlock yet anyway. +10% armor effectiveness and +5% armor toughness. Farming is not important. Gathering is... well, increase the effect of the Lucky Hour and Lucky Fisherman traits. Though I won't really be using them now anyway, and also they won't do as much until later as well. So yeah, it's basically just attack. And maybe defense. What are you all trying to do? Hold on a minute. Oh. Oh. Do I need to place torches here so that nothing spawns here or what? Oh shit. Oh shit, yes. We got quartz. Quartz is good. Quartz is very, very, very good. Hi. You're here. You're trapped here. Forever, eternal, infinite. Or until you die, I guess. Ooh, we got a cactus. We got a cactus. We got a cactus. I'm actually kind of surprised at how easy this feels. Like, the most dangerous situation was pretty much when I found the first slime and had to avoid that skeleton. And that's all for now. Whoa! Well, rip the 5 wolves that just got squished. Holy shit. Ooh, basement. Which one? No. I should get the scanner. And I will. That's why I got the XP, so that I don't die while looking for the Carmenite. Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be enough. I'll probably not use hard crystals anymore in the prologue. Yeah, that's gonna be enough. But what is that up there? I'm assuming that's just a string, but that looks like world thread. It was just string. I know this because the fire is still burning. Okay. And now last but not least, I should probably get more food first and then... Because I will need to heal all... Actually, I have food at home. Holy shit, do you all need a lot of food. You cannot even feed them fish. It's so hard to know who has and hasn't fucked already without them all sitting down. Luckily this is not me real life, because it costs to feed and care for them. I still don't know if I actually want to farm for those, for steel leaf at all this time. Anyway, that's gas tears. Looks like I will need to spawn it. Yep. I just spawned it. Ah. Perfect. That allows me to craft another one. I'm not gonna fight the Ur-Ghast just yet because I'm almost out of time for now. But what I have now is 2 Carmenite. And with Carmenite and Whetstone, I can make those batteries. That's a scanner. And now it's charged. Oh, what, I have my scanner? It's now scanning for oak chests. I did say I would like to do the Ur-Ghast next. Oh, no, that's just barely inside. Okay, that works. And I can now very easily see, does a Druid house have a basement? And if so, which one does it have? This one does not have a basement, for example. This one does. This one does have a basement. And I will probably go down there just to see if it's trapped. If you don't know what this one looks like, this is never directly trapped. If it actually is trapped, which this one is, and I accidentally broke the wrong one. I accidentally broke the one with the Western Torch. I could have gotten some TNT out of that. Now I don't. Eh, whatever. So it's always this one that has the redstone torch. And right above the chest there is gravel. That's a labyrinth. I don't know when I want to go through the labyrinth. Labyrinths are like the worst dungeon in this and in the entire prologue in Hardcore Masochist. And there we go, that's number 2. Number 1 is the one I've already gotten earlier. Nope, I do not fear death. I have Last Stand. Last Stand is not 100% protection, by the way. That's important to notice. To note. It has a cooldown. So there is a very real possibility that the wither effect triggers, and before the cooldown wears off, I get hit by the next projectile. In that case, I would die. The risk, in my opinion, is low enough, though. I don't know if I like the music that plays when you are on low HP. Oh, look, a hollow hill with a lot of redstone. And while I'm here, I'm gonna do the very stupid thing and actually go a little in it. The only reason I'm doing this is because all of this is daylight, aka I can easily escape and mobs cannot spawn. You know, I actually don't think it will be worth it going for 5 withers in the prologue. Without Last Stand, absolutely. But this with Last Stand. Without Last Stand, I would have already died like 20 times. Whoa! Random bullshit that could kill you without Last Stand, part 51. Blighted mosquitoes. Oh, that should be one. Yeah, it absolutely is. And it's a short one as well. Which means free TNT. Hi, don't hurt me. Okay, thanks, see ya. And there we go, that's the final one I need. What? Huh? What? What? Oh, it's a dungeon with interdimensional villagers. Normal villagers should not be able to spawn anywhere in the Twilight Forest. That's why I got very, very confused for a second. But interdimensional villagers make sense. Ooh. That might be a good one. Yeah, it's steadfast already. That's very good. They are not friendly, by the way. I shouldn't. But I will. Because I don't want to fly all the way around it. I should swap that out for a new one. Alright, we got our 4 scouts. One I'll convert into wither dust. I will need 8 sugar. And now we have a bunch of dark sugar. Which can be used for soul sand. Which is actually what I wanted to do, so... There we go. 5 soul sand, 3 wither skeleton skulls, and we got even more dark sugar. The thing I've planned is completely stupid, and if that works first try, what I want is a little bit more stupid. I want a minecart and some whales. I very much believe that this will not work, and that I will need to farm 3 more wither skeleton skulls. But even just trying this in a real one is worth it. And if things do go south, I do have 177 levels with almost full durability still. Which is kind of surprising, honestly. Wait, do I have an unstable... I could make that with a Ghast here, but I would need at least... would need Gravestars, which I still do not have any of. Yeah. Is there any enchantment that I know of that would give it? There actually isn't. Which is very unfortunate, but that... because that one would definitely help. Anyway, let me show you the stupidity I have planned. So you see how the lower part of the labyrinth is a full-on box? Completely filled, surrounded by obsidian. The one we will be doing this in is this one specifically. Right here. And there it is. This is where the bedrock begins. And this is where it ends. We are now below the labyrinth. Oh? Potentially not as completely impenetrable. Because there is this thing called traps. And if I now break this, there will be 4 more TNT. Now, my first mistake is I don't have any ender pearls. And this is actually a huge mistake. Because I'm going into a dungeon that has pinch beetles. Also some sea leaf. And this is where the TNT is. Going in here without ender pearls is basically a death sentence, because once a pinch beetle gets you, you are basically dead. And we also have those very annoying beasts. Luckily, they cannot get to me. I should just despawn them, actually. I maybe want to put ladders here. Okay, I think that's far enough away. Nope, I do not think that was enough. I'm just gonna break those, whatever. What is even going on here? Wait, this is all happening above me, nothing here. I got scared for absolutely nothing. Well, not nothing. There was one here before. So I thought that that one was still here. But yeah. This is where it will happen. The reason why I brought the minecart in the waves is actually not because of the wither. It's to trap this one, the Minish room. And there we go. Wait, the minecart is missing. But, there we go. That's the Minish room basically defeated. Come here. I need you to actually come here. I need you to charge me. This is not how it works, and you know it as well. This is absolutely not how it works. There we go. And look at who just lost his entire AI. There we go. This should ensure that the Minish Room dies first. And now for the main act. Now the reason why I'm doing this is because this is a kill quest. Meaning I need to be the one to actually deal the killing. Seriously? Okay, I'm definitely gonna restart. That's a memory leak. Now there are two things. First of all, if you log off in an area or biome that has an advancement requirement to actually go in it, there is a possibility that if you log back in, the game takes a few seconds to realize that you have that advancement. And in those few seconds a kobold has the ability to spawn, which I hope it doesn't, but it very well might. So this was actually a bad idea. Yeah. And no kobold, that's very lucky actually. That's a good amount of health though. I should be able to let this one for a bit, however I do definitely want to watch. I have last stand, so not much that can happen. Okay, it loses a lot of health. It loses way too much health, holy shit. Actually, does it lose too much health? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. That should just about work. Sweet. That means I can already... Ooh, milk. Milk is good. TNT is good as well. How is it looking? Looking good. Looking good. Might have to actually attack the Wither at this rate. Ah, goddammit, the range of that attack is huge. Okay, I'm actually gonna start trying to fight the Wither as well. Ooh, don't mind. Ooh, golden apple. Whoa! That, however, is very much unexpected and not good. Very much not good. Fuck. That is very much bad, actually, because now I'm distracted and cannot pay attention to the important fight going on. But also, I have a Minotaur here that could get the aggro. Actually, it won't aggro to the Wither because I've attacked it now. But maybe it does if I hide again? I don't know. Let me just... There we go, now I can pay attention again. Definitely not how I wanted it to. I would have liked the Wither to be even lower at this point. Oh, no. That might be... Nope, that's actually bad, I think. Actually, I don't know. Who is that Minish Room triggered towards? Also, there's a creeper there. There's a creeper. Mind exploding real quick? Thank you. How are we doing? Okay, the Minish Room is almost dead, and if I stay out of sight... Yes! Point number 1. Get the Misogynal. Point number 2. Get the trophy. Perfect. Which we're probably not gonna... Oh! I think I found the Mace Breaker. Yes. That's what I feared and kinda expected. Yes, it isn't above us. That Minotaur might break everything. This is good and bad at the same time. Oh, and a fire beetle, fuck me. I've already mentioned that this is absolutely not going how I expected it to go. Honestly, that's a win in my book. Yes, it absolutely took a while. Holy shit. Nope, that's not an ancient fishing rod, but I will take it. And that's how not to fight the Wither in the Meanish room. Jesus Christ. That's the Meanish room and the Wither in one fight. Do not try this. Do absolutely not try this. Don't do this at home. Don't do this in any of your ones. No matter if hardcore or not. There is so fucking much that can go wrong. You need to actually kill the Wither. So if the Wither is too weak and the Meanish room kills it, then tough luck. The trophy might get destroyed, and this is what you need to trigger the quest instead of the Misoganov, which is needed to actually get the advancement. There's so much that can go wrong. This was basically just absolute luck. But hey, I will take it. It was untrapped. Dark energy, but oh shit, yes. Interesting, whatever it actually does. Anyway, next up is gonna be the Hydra. I'm gonna do the Ur-Ghast later. And for most of the remaining bosses, I want a bow and an arrow. And since I cannot exactly get infinity in the Triad Forest, I'm gonna need something else. One bow limb out of obsidian. A few arrow shafts out of TNT. A few arrowheads out of TNT. Oh, actually, that works. And now we have a bow. Obsidian bone short bow. And we have a few arrows. A few obsidian arrows. Now I definitely want some sharpening kits. So what I do now is that for the Hydra fight, I will want water. I mean, there actually is some in here. Because I'm looking for moss stone. I could just go into a swamp with shears, which would probably be the faster method, the by far faster method. Yes, absolutely. And what I need this for is balls of moss. Why did I put my torches away? Well, that is one, and with one... By the way, no, I cannot break that lapis lazuli block. You might have seen a few more blocks that seem weird, and why don't I get them, but... No. Anyway, manning moss. How does manning moss work? First of all, you need to apply it. You can apply it up to 3 times, and luckily, if you create a weapon, it has 3 modifiers by default. And how exactly manning moss works, I actually don't quite know. Yeah, here, stores XP picked up, max amount stored increases with modifier level, slowly repairs the tool over time. Has to be in hotbar offhand to repair multiple levels. This sounds better than it is. This is definitely not Steel Leaf. Not equivalent to Steel Leaf. It's so slow, it does not work on arrows at all. And it just barely works on the bow. There we go, that's the Hydra. You can get quite a lot of lava here, by the way, if you're ever in need of some. Anyway, the Hydra. Let me get rid of that gravel. And there we go. And yes, that is literally the Hydra. Well, not quite. You might hear that is my first arrow already gone, and that should be my second arrow going soon as well. You see how easy this is? Obviously, you might get hit like once or twice. This was my second time doing this fight for now, so like 5 times. But it's so rare. And if you need to actually repair something, you just back off a bit and put your arrows in. Oh, why is there suddenly a very big hole? That will make the fight a little more annoying. Because I will need to make sure that I avoid that hole. I really liked the floor is lava threat way more though. But sadly I cannot exactly do that anymore because Peak of Pathfinds now lose durability the more often you use them while in the air. And the floor is lava, the strategy here is to not touch the ground ever. You see the issue? Also, I wish this music would stop so that I can hear the background music, which is way better than this. And it's that easy. A very boring fight. And that is our first big... oh god, 43. Actually, no, I shouldn't eat that yet. I should not eat that yet. And I will do the Ur-Ghast next, because once I've done the Ur-Ghast, the Alpha Yeti and the Snow Queen are pushovers. Actually, wait a second. No, that's 40. However, this might work. I don't know if it does, but it might work. Yes, it does. Perfect. Fun fact, once you have defeated the boss of a dungeon, the mobs that would normally spawn in there will no longer spawn in there. This seems to not be the case 100%. Like, I'm still sometimes seeing those floating books in the Lich Tower. But it might just be that they spawned before then and didn't despawn. But in most other dungeons, I've noticed exactly that. Now, there are 2 ways of fighting the Ur-Ghast. The intended way and the bow strat. The bow strat should be faster, considering that for the normal way you also have to defeat multiple ghast links. Now what I want to do is make sure that I cannot be hit by fire. Which, that is why I brought the water. Yep, that's way better. That's just normal projectile damage instead of fire damage. The reason why it's currently lagging so much is... you might notice that it's flowing down, and you also might notice that I'm at 238. And the ground is at like 32. Anyway. Okay, yeah, I'm absolutely shredding the Ur-Ghast. It will just take a lot of time, but it will be easy. You might start to see some form of attack pattern of the Ur-Ghast. As long as I don't hit it directly... actually, no, a little wrong. What you should at least notice that it only starts firing firebolts at me right after I hit it. And then it continues until I hit it again. And that's basically all there is to it, to its attack pattern. Things like, if it goes over one of those, as you can see here, it sucks up all of the gastlings. Don't need to worry about that since I'm not using the traps. And the water is very, very important here, by the way, because fire... if you don't have water, if the fireball hits the ground, it will create fire around it. That's what I wanted to say. And that fire deals huge amounts of damage, since it's fire damage, if you walk into it. And walking into that fire and getting exploded on the same frame could lead to last stand not triggering. The only thing I might want to worry about is if I am hit by those tears, those do damage as well, but only simple normal damage. Very boring fight, in my opinion, doing it that way, but it's hardcore, so I'm definitely gonna do the safe strat. I should have definitely brought more blocks to fill this entire area. Yeah, it is. There we go. Pretty easy, but very boring. And that is basically Ultimate Masochist done. Because there's only 2 bosses left and both of those are very, very easy. Anyway, the Alpha Yeti is not scary at all. The Yetis themselves, you've just seen their attack. They just fling you up and... Interesting. Ah, right, they don't actually hurt you. The cloud enemies don't hurt you, the interdimensional ones do. They still get aggressive. Ooh, some XP, that's good. Now for the main course. I do wonder how close I can actually get before he spawns. That close. Oh, there's actually a cave down here. But yeah, that is one of the 2 attacks the Alpha Yeti has. The other being flinging ice at me. And the third one being this, which is also just flinging ice at me. Well, in random directions rather, but... It doesn't really do damage. That's so funny. Oh god, it has such cute armor yet again. How bad is your aim? New. Did it finally break him? Is he actually not fighting back now? I think we genuinely broke him. Nope, never mind. Oh, you could have gone back, you know? But you chose to go back into the soul. There you go, you're almost there. Nope, that's not... Fine, I'll shoot you back in the hole if that's what you want. Immediately, we don't want you here, go back out. There it is. Anyway, we are now level 315. Definitely not this one, this one. Yes. Make sure to make it so she's actually cornered. What's going on here? Does she just not care? Hydra's not even silent, I have broken her. Yep, she's trapped. The fuck is the Snow Queen fight? We already know that she's a pushover, but she's not even trying to fight back. She's not doing anything. She's not even her first attack, which is summoning crystals. I genuinely feel bad for her. I feel very weird about this fight. But I will take it. The Wither Minus room was exciting. But the Hydra, I just ran around in circles. The Ur-Ghast was very boring. The Alpha Yeti, he at least tried. Like, he also kinda gave up, but he at least still tried. I don't know what that Snow Queen fight was. But here we go, that's 9 out of 9 bosses. With the Naga being skipped due to the Naga scale. As for the prologue, there are still these 4 quests. Completing all prologue and Twilight Forest boss quests before entering the overworld. While in hardcore, without the usage of Tinker's Steel Leaf equipment or Psy. I haven't even touched Psy at all yet. At least one Wither is also required to be defeated without being trapped before entering the overworld. The use of any unattended skips that break progression are prohibited while in the prologue. Yeah, I'm now an ultimate masochist. Is those 4 quests, and then we can leave. However, I'm definitely not done yet. But I actually gotta make stone armor again. One, 2, 3, 4. There we go, that's the stone armor. Safe and sound. On those leaves. Despawning in a few minutes. And if I now create a chisel, I now have stone. And now I just need some swing, which is easy. There, the graveyard is the easiest place to get tons of. That's a spider. The graveyard is the easiest place to get tons of swing. I just noticed that Speak on Featherfan 2 almost done as well. 1, 2, 3. And last but not least, Psydust. Which requires 10 in total. 4 for the gun, 6 for the table. And I should also have a piston. Right, it was like this. And for the spell table it was 6. There we go. What do those quests look like again? Because of course, you have to make the gun first. There's no possible way that you could make the cut assembler before you make the gun. Anyway, this is as far as we need to go here. Since I'm not using Psy for anything other than directly related to progression, this is all I will need it for. I'm not gonna use those. I still feel weird. Very weird. And there we go. Well, I pretty much cannot save that tree anymore, I guess. And the first thing I'm gonna do is get all of my boys through the portal. As you might be able to see, the portal still does not like wolves going through it. There we go. There are like a handful of things that I still do want to do. And let's start with unlocking the final castle. Now, the big obsidian you will find somewhere below this. I should probably do something like this so that I find my way out without issues. That was more exciting than the last few fights, not gonna lie. Computer Visor seriously made this level shyer? That is lame. That is very lame. And there we go. I have now access to all of the biomes. And that's the entrance, and there we go. I think I can already talk about Ultimate Masochist in general, and the changes to Masochist mode. The change to Druids to now give Wither is actually one I like. Keeps you up on the toes early game, but once you have something like Last Stand, or the Witherless Woes, the Witherless Woes is the expected method of gaining Wither immunity. Then you can actually just use them normally, as if it were normal mode. The fact that Peacock Feather Fans now use durability, probably one of the worst changes in my opinion, but that's just my personal opinion because I absolutely love using the Peacock Feather Fan. I definitely understand the nerf because it is infinite flight, but it made things less enjoyable. What else do we have? Charms of Life not protecting against anything other than fall damage. At least we still have Last Stand, so if you take the time to actually farm that and levels, which is harder than getting Charms of Life, then yeah, things are still pretty fine. Not the same, since Last Stand also got nerfed, but still pretty fine. Like, it felt okay for me. And the fact that you could stitch farm Charms of Life to prevent deaths from fall damage due to lag or something, I still like. Uh, Without the use of Tinker's Steel Leaf equipment, I kinda get it, but also you already nerfed Steel Leaf. I don't really know if that was necessary. And Psy, unless it is directly related to progression. Also absolutely understandable. However, I feel like that is part of why it felt so empty for me the last few bosses. If you go back to my first attempt, the last few bosses I defeated with Psy with that huge strength spell, and it was fun. I was able to make some of the boss fights way more fun. Like the Hydra with the don't touch the floor is lava with the Peacock Feather Fan, or the Snow Queen by just defeating her normally for once in my life instead of doing instead of bowing her down. I wasn't able to do that here, and that made them boring. It was just a slog to defeat them. At least one Wither is also required to be defeated without being trapped, before entering the overworld. Sure, you give us a way of protecting us against Wither damage. An intended one. However, you would need to defeat 4 Withers to get there. That is 13 skulls. Which... This is just useless grind. And takes way too long. As well. Even with the scanner, which... You shouldn't have gated the scanner behind access to the Ur-Ghast Tower, in my opinion. Because the scanner is useful in other circumstances, like actually finding the Naga scales. Which I probably would have been able to without. I could have also just defeated a Naga. Like, I have a strategy that allows me to kill it without dying, which I've also shown off in my Dreamhopper playthrough already. So yeah, if worse comes to worse, I could have done that. But yeah. Also, even just requiring one Wither to be defeated is, I don't know how to feel about that. Especially considering the skulls can only be found in Druid houses, which the Druids got buffed so they inflict Wither now. It just feels weird, in a weird place. And then the without being trapped part. Like, my strategy for defeating the Wither wouldn't even have worked anymore, because... Reinforced glass, which requires glass. The use of any unintended skips that break progression are prohibited. While I also absolutely get that, that is also part of why I enjoyed my first attempt so much. And I actually wish I could have shown off how to make the smeltery, because it's so fucking stupid, very grindy, but I like the fact that you can still make it, but I'm not gonna show it off because the use of any unintended skips that break progression are prohibited while in the prologue. And it uses like 7. Also, very important while in the prologue. Once I leave the prologue, I can do almost whatever I want. Computer-wise, I'm still on the fence about saying that our Dreamhopper will be an official 101% one. He says that he doesn't want to. However, I definitely disagree. Like, sure, we duped, but we did all of the quests. I worked on getting all of the challenge advancements. Well, as of right now, I'm still missing the whale, the 2 mushroom island fish, and a few not working advancements. But still, we got through it, or we got through all of the quests we can currently do. Now, what I will say is, this playthrough, I will try to do as properly as possible. Well, besides some of the things I have, for example, already done here, like... You could say that it wasn't really proper, this prologue wasn't really properly because I had a creative testing world that I looked some stuff up in. But also without that, you would not have seen the 7 boss rooms in that one stronghold, which is still the craziest shit I've ever seen. What I mean by properly is actually set a proper automation for everything. and go through all of the quests instead of trying to skip stuff. Just to make sure that computer-wise I cannot at the end say, no, you didn't do that, and thus it isn't, I won't put you in here. Even though I don't think he will really do that. Like, the only reason why he doesn't want to put Remopper in here is duping. Everything else seemed to have been fine. So I wouldn't really worry about this because I won't be duping stuff. But I still want to try to do it as mostly as properly as possible. Anyway, there's actually something I have not looked at yet, and that is a questing RAM. Oh yeah, by the way, if you want to know how to get cheese, it's Fellblazers. It's Fellblazers. I've used them in episode 4 of Attempt 1 to get Blaze Wars, which they no longer drop. Instead, they now drop cheese. And that is how you would get that, and that is also how you would then get the Cactus Queen. With, I think it is this one that... Yeah, it is this one that I've defeated the Night Phantoms in. It feels bad using the Peacock Feather Fan. Because I know that I just use way too much durability. Another thing I only touched on so far is glass. Which is now gated to the overworld. Sure, you can get glass shards in the prologue if you're playing on Masochist mode. But there's just so many things that you can use glass for. You cannot even get you cannot even get the magic snow globe anymore. And the colorizers. Hi. No, I'm not gonna bother. By the way, another change that I don't really like. Armor now protects less if it has lower durability. Makes sense from a logical perspective, but also completely unnecessary, especially in Masochist mode where taking damage gives you even more armor damage. And I don't think the passive unbreaking effect is implemented yet. This seed was such a lucky find, honestly. And the irony that the seed is called Ultimate Masochist. 5 Peacock Feather Fans and all of them in medium Hollow Hills. Well, and one in the Lich Tower. Oh, is that? I think it is. Yes. And there we go. I will no longer be wearing that. Because I just got this. Actually. Only 9? Damn! I didn't realize I was rushing that hard. And I wasn't even rushing, really. Well, at the end, kinda, because I just want to get the bosses done. And yes, I'm absolutely asking myself, this is what I restarted my run for? But don't worry, it will get better once we are in Chapter 1. Is there anything else that I want that is way easier to get in here? Or impossible to get outside of the Dryad Forest? I don't think so. I got the questing ramp for the iron block. I got my bricks. I don't exactly care about the blocks in the final castle in the Ur-Ghast Tower, even if I theoretically do love them. I already know I'm just never gonna use them because I never did so far. Now about the stuff that I'm going to leave here, because there are a few things I just need to leave here. Because I only have an inventory that I can use. And even if I do use 2x2 drawers, that's only 4 inventories. One of those chests is 2 inventories. Well, 1.5 inventories. So this is a 3, and this would be 4. So I absolutely gotta leave some stuff in here this time. So the stuff that I'm taking with me goes in here. Actually, I will be able to stack things. I should probably start by actually making drawers, which means I will need my hang glider. So, things that I probably don't want to take are all of the different wool colors. Except for maybe 1 or 2 that I have the highest amount of. Right, I only have 1 obsidian left. Obsidian might be one of the things that I might want to actually still farm a little. However, I cannot use it anymore to make a nether portal. You actually need to use compressed obsidian, so I don't really see the point in that either. There we go. And that is all of the stuff I'm gonna keep. Yes, I am ready to leave. All of the Twilight Forest boss quests, 1 Untrapped Wither, all of the prologue quests, as you can see. Completing all prologue and Twilight Forest boss quests before entering the overworld will grant you the right to be crowned as a certified Masochist. And anyone wishing to obtain the title of Ultimate Masochist must complete all requirements to become a certified Masochist, while in Hardcore, without the usage of Tinker's Thief equipment, or Psy unless it is directly related to progression. At least 1 Wither is also required to be defeated without being trapped before entering the overworld. The use of any unintended skips that break progression are prohibited while in the prologue. I have met all of the requirements to be crowned as an Ultimate Masochist. You know what? I like this way more than the ice biome I was in last attempt. And I also got all of my boys. And now it's official. I reached chapter 1. See you in the next one.